So, hello. So, I am headed into my senior year and almost done with my spring junior semester at college. And it's that point in the semester where everyone's really tired. You've been dealing with a pandemic for a year and all sorts of other crazy nonsense. And it can be super hard to stay creative even without any of the extra stresses of life or school right now. So, I wanted to give out some tips on how to stay creative. And, some of it really does just come down to building good habits. Creativity is very much a muscle, and if you do not use it, you will lose it. At the same time, if you don't take breaks, you will strain yourself, and it's gonna take an even longer time to recover. So, anyway, like I said, these are tips for what works for me. I will say I'm attending school for animation game art, and if you know anything about animators and art students, we're always dying under the workload. So, I speak from experience. Tip number 1. Just take short breaks. Seriously, please do it. Get yourself a Pomodoro timer, get yourself a break timer, and make yourself get up for 2 minutes, like every half hour, just to make sure you drink water and stretch and make sure you eat some food, that sort of thing. I use a software my friend recommended to me called Break Timer, and it puts a cover over your screen and forces you to go get up and do other stuff. Unless, of course, you hit the end break button, but then you're cheating. Anyway, it's free, it's simple, and it's definitely worth it to make sure you remember to drink water and blink and stuff, because somehow as artists, we cram all the art into our brain, but basic functions also leave. Yeah, I'll put a link to that down in the description below. Tip number 2. Schedule your deadlines. You would be surprised, but deadlines can put some good pressure on you to be creative. Even if they are, looming far overhead, then they put the pressure on you to figure out how to do something faster. If they are far away, then you can start thinking about how to slow down your process and think more and explore about the creative work that you're doing. So, yeah, put them in your calendar right away, or have a system so that they get into your calendar as soon as possible. If you're using a digital calendar, make it remind you all the time. Do not use your brain to remember things, or do that is good for you, but you shouldn't make your brain do more work than it has to. On to tip number 3. So, find time to do fun art and personal work. If you're only doing homework or work for clients, you're not going to get to just relax when you draw. Even if you only do a 5-minute sketch, that's okay, as long as you did something for yourself that you wanted to draw. I cannot tell you how much art I do for my friends for D&D that never sees anywhere but our Discord server unless I decide to polish it. And that work that I've done for myself has given me, 1, a whole lot of practice, 2, a whole lot of work to fall back on if I needed to post something for social media to get something finished really quick, and 3, it's just fun. It makes people smile, it makes me happy. So yeah, make art, makes you happy. Shoot for once a day. If you can't do that yet, set the bar really low. Do something that's manageable for you. But do personal art. You need it. It's a great way to develop your style and your skills. My last tip is, if you're burning out or you don't have inspiration or you are burnt out, I want to remind you that you can't make media and be creative if you don't take in experiences. Whether that's watching or rewatching a show that inspires you, or going outside, just do something. You need to put in creative and inspiring things into your brain so that you can synthesize them into new creative and inspiring things. Obviously, you do have to think about them and not just mindlessly consume the experience either. I'm just going to caution that if you are going to rewatch a show or a movie or replay a game that inspires you, to make sure it's something that actually inspires you. If you really like a game for the textures and the art, then when you go to play, take the time to go and enjoy that. And when you're done, think about what you can do to bring that into your work and bring what you like about it into your work. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to analyze the things you like and figure out why you like them so you can put it into your art. Anyway, yeah, those are all of my tips for staying creative. I'm sure there's a few more that I can't think of off the top of my head. So if you have any, feel free to share them in the description below or tell me I'm wrong and have terrible ideas. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. Now, get out there and go make something awesome.
These lines upon my brow, they beckon to me now. I follow the path so long. I've weathered this tide through everything carried on. With strength in my stride, I follow the path so long. I need a place where I belong at last. At the end of the path, I rest my weary feet. I see end of the path, and quiet comfort will need. Weary wolf at the end of war. Love's the loop upon the moor. Weary wolf at the end of war. Love's the loop upon the
Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. It's super cool that you hung out. I had a really fun time drawing Geralt. Yeah, dark fantasy stuff is kind of my niche. Anyway, if you had a good time, consider pleasing the almighty algorithm and also doing a little bit of word of mouth by maybe sharing this with your friends or liking the video, or heck, let me know what you thought. If you hated it, tell me so that I can fix it. Or dismiss your opinion because you haven't backed it up with, being useful. You know what I mean. Anywho, this is sponsored by my lovely patrons. Yeah, we're self-sponsored, baby. So, without further ado, thank you so much to my pursuers, Big Print, Danny Jones, Holly King, and Nicholas Bartholomew. Next up, thank you to my Voidwalkers, Bonnie Schnabel, Lisa Bambachi, Scarlett Brooks, and Sadie Hartman. And certainly not least, but last. Wait, I messed that up. Last but not least, thank you to our Mythic Sparks, Dead Reaper, and King X Link. I hope y'all had a good time, and I'll see you next time.